Well, my first question, which I posed to Corey before, and he kind of gave me a funny look, was the last 20 minutes of the original Lost Boys is just so awesome and one of my favorite scenes out of any movie. I'm wondering, how did you guys go about choreographing an end scene for this movie that was up to that?
Wow. Well, how did we? Me and the writer are also huge fans of the first movie. So what we... Oh, I should probably look at that, right?
No, it's okay. You can look at it.
Really? And we just sort of said we need to create deaths, or as kills, as we called them, that would have as much entertainment value as the ones did in the first movie. And each one of the Lost Boys, as Edgar Frog says in the first movie, every vamp goes out differently. Some explode, some implode, et cetera, et cetera. So we really just tried to follow that model and create, interesting, entertaining little moments like that. So
I think you'll also see the tone of this movie is a lot darker, a lot more intense, and it's a lot gorier. So the final kills and the final third act has that same kind of intensity and speed that our version has. So it's got a different tone to it from the first one, but it's equally as effective, I think.
yeah, but it does keep that sense of humor. I mean, that was the thing that we always tried to refer back to. We figured, we wanted to, if we updated anything, it would be update the intensity of the gore and violence, but we still always go back to that just sense of absurdist humor, like, your sister's a vampire, the moment that really, the touchstone moment for the first movie was, dude, you're a fucking vampire. I knew it. My own brother, a shit-sucking vampire. Wait till I tell Mom. So,
well, is there a Rob Lowe poster in this? I heard it might be making an appearance. I know the sax guy, the sweaty sax guy.
Well, the sax guy to me was the most terrifying moment of the original movie. Like, that was that was the scariest part of the original movie. So I knew I had to put that back in. But I won't say whether or not there's a Rob Lowe poster lurking around somewhere. You guys are just going to have to see the movie and look for it.
Okay, now there's a little bit of confusion on the internet, as they call it, about your character.
I've heard it.
As the brother and sister, are they Michael and Starr's offspring in this film?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that's an interesting thing. Is they're dead?
Yeah.
So you guys killed off Michael and Starr.
I didn't do it. I mean, I think vampires were probably responsible, from what I can tell. But
oh, you're not giving away. Well, that makes it awesome, actually. That's a good answer for the fans, because they didn't know. Oh,
yeah.
Possibly.
They could be. I don't know where they are. They're, I don't really know, but who knows?
That's
They
kind
could
of the
come
fun
back.
part about it. If you
Maybe
give
you
enough,
know.
you give enough clues that they're there, that we are their children, and then you let the fans kind of decide what the backstory on it is, and then we didn't try to touch on that. That it's just there to establish who we are, and then we move forward with our story. So you can make up your own backstory.
For you, what was it like putting on this vampire makeup for this role?
It was fun, actually. It was really, it was really nice to see those makeup artists at work and how they created the characters in a sense as much as we did. It took about 5-6 hours to put on the makeup, so they put in a lot of work.
And you're transforming in the film also?
Yes, I am. I also had vampire makeup.
No, I heard they covered you in blood.
They did. It was very mean, and I complained about it.
She was like, please let this cup pass before me. And I was like, no, you're going to thank me.
Yeah, because there's a scene where it's like it all falls on my head, like all the blood.
Carrie style.
Yeah.
In fact, we kind of tried to design it so that there would be, by the end, just for humor, that all of them would just be completely covered with blood. So we kind of reverse engineered one of the kills so that it would result in a geyser of blood.
And I argued for doing this in one take. I was like, please let me do it in one take, because it was freezing, and they would dump the blood all over me, and then PJ would be like, get her cleaned up. They'd clean me all up, and I'd be warm for 5 minutes, and then they'd dump it on me again.
I was gonna say it's out in Vancouver. It had to be freezing when
It
you
was
guys were
freezing.
shooting.
It was cold.
And it was
Definitely
all night
was
shoots.
cold.
We were shooting in an abandoned mine shaft. I mean, it was
This gigantic copper
it
mine.
looks great, but it was kind of torturous to shoot in.
Well, were you guys safe in there? I mean, was there any like residuals from like the dust in the air from that? Did you guys get sick? Because I
The
heard.
black lung.
Yeah.
A couple of us died in the shooting.
Really?
Yes. This is
They all
live-
had hard hats. My favorite was the entire crew was in hard
I died.
hats.
Not-
and
none
then
of the
there was
actors.
us.
All of us.
Yeah, and
I
like,
died
but the
in there.
cast will be
I'm gone
fine.
now.
The cast is fine. Okay. So
They all had
are
hard hats.
is that it? No, you're coming in to do.
I don't know. They
Oh,
just
okay.
threw me in here.
So I guess we're gonna interview Corey now. But thank you guys. Thank you.